Here we go. Yeah, maybe a little bit more to me. A little bit more. I just want to be in the center of the frame. The video is the video is about our time in Paris. So when I think of the time that we were in Paris, I don't remember a lot of things. I mean, I remember that, first of all, of course, I remember that we were at Lollapalooza, which was awesome. I remember that we've been to Disneyland. We have been to the Louvre. But I don't remember a lot of that. I have video of it. There was nothing that left an impression. The one day when we went on the Champs-Élysées, is that what it's called? Oh, Champs-Élysées! On that day, I remember that we saw a guy with pigeons, like he was feeding them or something, and they were just all totally crazy around him, and he was juggling with them. That's something I remember. But anyway, all of those things didn't really stay in my memory, so I have to consciously think about what I did to get them back in memory. What else did we do?
We went to the restaurant. We went to one, just the two of us, after the library.
Oh yeah, that was the library. The library was impressive. Holy fuck! And that's the library. What do you remember most, except the Red Hot Chili Peppers, when we were in Paris?
Woke up here.
Except anything of the festival.
I also like the restaurants with Clement Kevin.
What I remember a lot more is how we got there.
Oh. Oh, I forgot that.
No, you didn't forget it. You pushed it out of your memory.
I forgot that.
See, if I think about the trip to Paris, that's like the third thing that comes to mind, after the festival. That one bicycle taxi ride.
No, I forgot that.
You forgot all about it?
Yep.
Then this video is super pointless. I wanted to talk about that now. But you could remember it again. Maybe I should explain that face. That face. Her face. There.
What face?
Your face.
I'm not making a face.
You made a face. You just don't know it. Because you don't see the video. But you made a face. The thing with the bicycle taxi ride. First effects. We were at the Louvre. We were at the Louvre. Is that how I say? And we had to get to that restaurant where we met her friends. That was like a, I don't know, 2 kilometer ride. Maybe. I don't know, 20 minutes per foot or something. Or half an hour. So the plan was to walk it. But then we came out of the Louvre and we saw those bicycle taxi thingies. And I wanted to know how much that cost. So I went there. I was feeling lazy already because we walked a lot in the Louvre and it was almost raining. So I wasn't against it. I wasn't against the idea of taking the taxi ride or the bicycle taxi ride, okay? I went there and asked for a price. First thing he said was like 20 euros. Was that what he said?
Yeah, something like that.
How was it? You showed him where? On your phone?
Yeah, I showed him on the phone because I told him the number of kilometers we wanted to have a ride for. And he said, I don't know, depends on where he is, show me. So I showed him on the phone.
So he said 20 euros. I was like, 20 euros? That sounds like a lot for something I can walk in, 20 minutes. I said 10 euros. And he was like, no, 20. I don't do that for 10 euros. So we were like, okay, then let's not do that. And I started to walk off. And then, is that correct until there?
Yeah.
Did I miss something?
Maybe he said 15 at some point and you said no 10, but...
Yeah, 10 was my maximum. Like, I made my mind, like 10 is already a lot. So we went off, and then of course he was like, no, stop, yeah, we do it, we have a deal, okay. So I asked him again, so 10 euros you bring us there. Yeah. Okay, good. Then comes the first part why she did really not appreciate the ride. What happened next?
So I showed him, he asked for the direction, so I showed him my phone. And how to say that? He kinda pulled on my phone so that my phone was not in my hand anymore, and I kinda did not appreciate at all. So I kinda jumped and got my phone back.
We still took the ride though. I thought, you know, since we're in Paris, since we're on vacation, we might as well enjoy a nice romantic taxi ride here with that thing. It's not like with horses, but it's still some idiot that drives it around, whatever. So anyway, we were on the thing. The first time I then thought that something is not okay is when he said, I can't film. Okay. Vlog, I got my camera out and I started filming. Yeah, we're in a bicycle taxi. And so I filmed around, and then he was like, no filming, no photo. Which, you know, I think is weird, because if somebody doesn't want to be filmed, then they're hiding something or doing something illegally, or I don't know.
Or it's something about art.
Or it's okay, yeah, that's fine. But his butt was really not that much of a piece of art that I shouldn't be allowed to film it, you know. I was just seeing his back anyway, like, yeah. So that was when I thought, okay, fine, I'll respect your wish and I'll film secretly. Thereby not respecting your wish at all, of course. Okay, fine. So yeah, the journey continued. The first crossing, we literally just went over the bridge. First crossing, he asked us where to go.
For San Germania, not the price. You have the price of San Germania.
You're already in the position again. Yeah? Do you have something to say? Am I missing something in the story?
No.
No?
I'm just experiencing something that I don't really like.
Okay, now or back then?
Back then.
Back then, okay, yeah. Yeah, that was about her. Yeah, okay. What did you not like?
I didn't feel like he was honest. And I didn't like the end. And we're getting closer to the end. So I don't like it.
Okay. No spoilers so far. Okay, so he asked her for directions again. She had her phone in her hand because she didn't give it to him, which was good.
Now that I think about it, I don't think he would have stolen it.
I also don't think he would have stolen it, but it would have made my negotiations a lot harder.
Why?
If there's a phone in his hands, I don't want to spoil the end, but it would have been a lot harder for me. Literally, we just went over the bridge, and he asked for directions. She said, go that way. And he was like, oh no, that's not where we said we would go. Even though it was exactly where we said we would go. And then he was like, no, that would change the price. Or that, at least that's what I understood. That he was like, no. As if to find a reason to, you know, then renegotiate in the end. In my mind, this was all done. I said 10 euros, so he's gonna get 10 euros. End of story. He has literally nothing, no point of negotiation. If he wants to call the police, fine, call the police, tell them. I'll tell my point of view, you'll tell yours, great. So what? I don't think that you will win. We said 10 euros, so it's gonna be 10 euros. Then he started to turn on the music. That good music, right? Do you remember which music that was? I don't know, it was some kind of, I don't know, Balkan sort of music, I would say. I don't really remember exactly, I just know that it's like not French.
I remember the music.
You remember the music?
Mm-hmm.
What was it?
Oriental music.
Okay. Fun fact, in the beginning I thought he might be French, but he's not. He was not. I don't speak French, so I don't know.
Now work for us. It's electric.
Lame. I was enjoying myself. I was filming. She was not happy. She was not happy at all. I don't know why exactly were you so unhappy at that moment.
I was not confident. I was under the impression that something bad was going to happen.
Yeah, and I was like, it's a bike. We can, anytime we want, we can just jump. And we're like out of here. And he doesn't have any contract with us. So, yeah, I didn't really see the problem. I was like, yeah, it's fine. But I saw that she was really, really not happy with the situation. So we went down the street. And then at some point she said, he can just get us out here. He should just let us out here.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, but we're not at our goal. We're not there where we wanted to be. So I thought, well, I mean, we could just go there, but I mean, okay, she's not feeling good, so let's just make him stop here and walk the rest. Okay, fine. Right, so we told him to just pull over here and we'll get out. I got my wallet out and I reached the tenner. And then he started to say, no. He was on the bike, reached for a list, like a piece of paper, laminated, but just a piece of paper, and showed it to us. The piece of paper contained names of places in Paris and a number with the euro sign next to it. The place that we went to, approximately, had the number like 25 euros to it. Okay, so he wanted to have 25 euros. But then I said, no, you said you'd do it for 10. And literally, you've been driving for maybe 5 minutes and standing at the traffic light for 3. That shouldn't be worth more than 10 euros, okay? So I give you the 10. He pointed on the sheet as if that was something like a contract that we agreed on. In the end, I remember standing there holding my 10 euro note in his direction and he not wanting the 10 euros but wanting more and starting to argue with me. But I mean, we said 10 euros, so I'm not gonna give you more than 10 euros. You literally don't have a reason to ask for more. Like, I don't want anything from you, and that's exactly the reason why he might have wanted to hold your phone, is because if he had your phone, it would be a lot harder for me to get your phone back with the 10 euros. If he says, no, you're not getting the phone if you don't give me like 25.
Yep.
So that was good. So I was just there with my 10 euros, letting him talk a bit. He complained a lot. Do you remember what he said?
Well, he said that we passed a place and that it was 25 euros. He complained that he was working for nothing.
Come on. I pay you 10 euros to drive me for like maximum 10 minutes. Besides, we agreed on 10 euros in the beginning. Or at least I thought we would have. I think I was even smiling because I was like, yeah. I mean, you can complain as much as you want. I'm not gonna give you more. And he didn't seem like he would get physical. So I was like, that's all you get from me. Take it or leave it. I even started saying, do you want it or do you not want it? I mean, I can also just go and not pay anything. So in the end, he said, piss off, and took the 10 euros. That's how it ended. And
well, that's how we left, but he was still saying things. I think it was not even in French. I don't remember what he was saying. But
okay, anyway, that's where it ended for me. He got the 10 euros that he deserved, and we went off. For me, the thing was over, and I was like, yeah, okay, sure, happens, interesting here in Paris.
for me, I still checked that he was not following us. I mean, I think he was on the phone, which I didn't like. And then, yeah, I had to be in the restaurant with my friends, one of them being a martial arts master, so fine.
Yeah, so I didn't see a gang of cyclist taxis coming for us. I mean, with all her worrying, I, in the end, thought about it, that could be a thing. I was never afraid, but because she worried, I then also started to worry. When we were already at the restaurant and everything was over.
I'm not worried, I'm a fucking man, I don't worry. But
no, but like, he had no... Okay, first of all, I never had experience with any sort of gangs or violence. Thus, I assumed that everything is alright and people just... I mean, I also assumed that he would be okay with the 10 euros. But that wasn't the case.
Even in the only one Disney animation that is going on in Paris, you have a fucking gang.
What's a little swinger like you doing on our side of town?
It's like it's just Paris.
Yeah, that you have gangs? Well, it was the middle of the day, maybe 5. Which for me is the middle of the day. So yeah, that was our cyclist taxi experience in Paris. And we would give it a would not recommend.
Well, the thing is also that at the beginning I was not against the idea of taking the bike taxi, because I already had a ride that was just really nice. It was a girl, she was extremely nice. I think she was a student and was doing that for her summer vacation to get some money. And yeah, she was extremely nice. I was there with a friend and everything went just fine. And we were going a lot further away, so we needed transport. And we didn't pay that much, I don't remember. I think he paid for me, I don't remember.
Okay. So, bike taxis from the Louvre, the ones with Ferrari, would not recommend. All if we're being racist, the ones with foreigners riding them. So, what did we learn? Don't give them your phone. Good job. And don't pay more than you agreed to. Or do if a bike taxi gang suddenly comes for you. I mean, I would have paid that 25 if I was feeling in danger, but I never felt in danger. So, I just didn't. Would you ride on those again?
If it's a girl, maybe.
Okay, so you're being sexist here then.
Yep.
Okay, fine. It was an experience, and because of that experience, it just stayed in my memory. So if I think about Paris, I kinda also, most of the time, think about that trip. Because it gave me to think, even after it happened. Okay.
And I'm poisoned with only 5 HPs left.
Can't you do that tomorrow?
Make
your
your
backup!
That was stupid.
You're stupid.
That was way too obvious.
You are way too obvious. Okay, well then.
No! You made me do shit!
Oh,